Hey everybody, it's Mucha Marapa from Matrix Global Media, and welcome to this short video on a bit of psychology and a bit of an attitude that I want you to adopt if you're going to succeed with this new wonderful Facebook timeline for the small business, the entrepreneur, the self-employed consultant, the mom and pop company. You know, a year or so ago I watched a video that had a profound effect on me, and it was an interview on somebody that we've all heard of and that the majority of us admire as well, and that was Will Smith. And you know, we all know Will Smith for being the guy who's the Fresh Prince, or he's Bad Boys, and he's on all these other wonderful things, other shows. We all watch him and we really enjoy it. But you do not get to where Will Smith gets to without having an unbelievable work ethic and a single-minded focus. Don't be fooled by that, you know, guy next door, hey, I'm your best pal sort of attitude, which I'm sure he has. Somewhere in there is a steely determination to win, to succeed, to achieve, to really, you know, push himself further and further. And this video I'm going to show you was an interview with him that, as I said, was unbelievable, because there was just a real steely attitude about him as he discussed it. So let's take a look and I'll tell you how on earth that's related to the Facebook timeline.
I have this discussion with, you know, friends of mine,
right,
all the time. The only thing that I can see, and you can never really look at yourself, the only thing that I see that is distinctly different about me is I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. Right? I will run.
You would not be outworked.
I will not be outworked.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
You know, you might have more talent than me. You might be smarter than me. You might be sexier than me. You might be all of those things. You got it on me in 9 categories. But if we get on the treadmill together, right, there's 2 things. You're getting off first, or I'm going to die. It's really that simple, right? So let's go back to the question about what if people block me out. It's going to be 2 options.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get back in, or I'm going to be dead.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, you're not going to outwork me. It's such a simple, basic concept. It's the guy who is willing to hustle the most is going to be the guy that just gets that loose ball. You know, he got 2. Ooh, God, he hustled, he grabbed that one. That was going to be out of bounds, but he saved it back in. It's like the commodity that I see the majority of people who aren't getting the places they want or aren't achieving the things that they want in this business is strictly based on hustle. It's strictly based on being outworked. It's strictly based on missing crucial opportunities. I say all the time, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
I'm with you.
Okay, interesting, insightful stuff, wasn't it? You know, I just watched that over and over and over again, because what Will Smith said was basically, if it boils down to hard work, if it boils down to determination, if it boils down to endeavor, I'm not going to be outworked. Nobody's going to outdo me on this. And for those of you who have heard the podcast that I did when I first launched the Facebook timeline marketing training, I discussed a conversation I had with a friend of mine, a real authority in this world, by the name of Alistair Munn. Alistair Munn is the global CEO of the Communication Group that, amongst other things, really help companies with their social media strategy. And when I first spoke to Alistair about this new timeline, he said to me, if you're willing to put in the work, you can really succeed with this. If you are willing to just really, because it's not about money with this new timeline. It's not about needing, you know, wonderful design and having to pay an arm and a leg for it. It's about saying, right, how can I best highlight what's good about my product, my service, my program, myself? And how can I do that as I look to do it towards a hungry audience that are in need for what I'm offering? So when Alistair said to me, hey, listen, if you're willing to work hard at it, you can really have just an amazing page and can really generate results and deliver on what your goals and objectives are. And that couldn't I couldn't help think of Will Smith then. I couldn't help think of him saying, listen, you know what, no one's going to outwork me, you know, I will be the last one there, I'll keep working. And if you can adopt that attitude about your Facebook page, about every day putting something on there, you know, not necessarily this interaction that we're all sort of led to believe we've got to go and just sort of speak to people half of the day. But if you load it up with content and calls to action, unique selling propositions, you know, you're finding solutions for what those hungry target audiences are looking for, you will really succeed via this timeline. And I'm certainly doing it with mine. If you go to fbtimelinemarketing.com and you click the link on and you see our Facebook page, you'll see that I've very diligently put thumbnails on there, images, calls to action, video, questions, comments, all the rest of it. Why? Because I have that attitude that nobody is going to outwork me as I look to develop my timeline and with it my business, and I encourage you to do the same thing as well. This is Mucha Marapa. Thanks for taking the time.